Hello everyone, I'm working again on my John Deere B here. I wanted to give you guys a chance to see how the oil pump works while I had it apart and address a mistake I made. So if you look in my previous videos, the stem you should have seen was coming up from the oil pump assembly that would mate with the cam follower shaft. I had to pull that out because this has to be installed first. So you can see that up in there. That cam follower assembly bolts to the top via these 3 bolts here. So looking from the front of the tractor, this is a bearing that is actually spun via a gear inside here with your camshaft. And then that in turn, the shaft comes down, and in the bottom of the tractor is this gear. And this gear spins this corresponding gear. And this gear set, looking underneath, goes right there under the tractor. You can see the shaft that is sort of pressed in for the sole gear that comes out. And what's happening is the one gear is pulling oil from the screen assembly in the engine bay. So yeah, make sure you don't put these in first. Make sure this cam follower assembly is in there first, because the way the coupler is here, this has got to be in first so that you can bring the shaft up from the bottom. So yeah, moving things along here. Got my bearings back, my main bearings from the machine shop, rebabbited, so should be installing the crank soon. And working on the transmission some more. See you soon. Hello folks, back here again today. Just between Christmas and New Year's. Had a nice day to work on the tractor. Nice and rainy outside, so no business in being out there. Made some good progress today. Kind of give you a rundown of what all I did. One noticeable thing you may see is got my main bearings back, and they are installed. Also the camshaft and the drive gear there that interfaces with the crankshaft and the governor. Talk more about that in a minute. So to give you a look inside, I'll go from the front of the tractor here. Let's see here, maybe that's better. Just make sure when you're putting all this back together that you connect all your oil lines up above to the top there. You can see we got the oil shaft connector there going down to the oil pump. The bearings, I have not done the clearance on them yet. I just have them installed. So from here, I'm gonna check the clearance in the shaft play and the camshaft. And so you do that by changing the number of shims behind this piece here, and on the crankshaft, in terms of crankshaft radial play, I'm gonna tighten the nuts down and see what kind of play I have, and take out or add shims as necessary. I don't have an oil filter yet for it, which I wish I had, because at this point I would add oil, probably rotate the crank, which rotates the pump and everything, make sure I'm getting good oil out of all the lines, which I don't know why I wouldn't be, but we'll save that for another day. So that's why, looking down inside here, I did not connect the lines going to the main bearings yet, as you can see there, because I wanted to make sure I had good flow coming from them later.